Good morning, students. We now begin with Standard 4, English, Unit 3, Poem Run by Mary Daunt. The summary of this poem is: in this poem, the poetess has laid stress on the importance of exercising. Running is the easiest exercise for everyone, and so she asks all the children to run away from the crowded cities into the countryside to enjoy the vast fields, clear sky, and feel as if they are running into the sun. So now, as we read the poem, we will know more what the poetess wants to tell us. So now let us read the poem. Away from the city and into the sun, out to the country, run, run, run. In this stanza, the poetess is asking the children to run away from the crowded cities, where into the open countryside, where they can see a clear sky and feel as if they are running into the sun, because running is a very good exercise. So she's telling all the children to run into open areas. Run in the raindrops, run beneath the trees, run little races with each little breeze. In this stanza also, the poetess is asking the children to run even when it is raining and enjoy the raindrops falling on them. She asks them to run in the shadow of the trees and to have competitions of running with the blowing winds, as this makes them more energetic, happy, and give them a feeling of achievement. Run down the hillside, run up the lane, run through the meadow, then run back again. In this paragraph, the poetess is again asking the children to enjoy the thrill of running up and down a hill slope, running up and down lanes and through meadows, which are fields which are covered with different animals and small plants, and then to run back to their homes. Run and be merry all through the day. Run to the country, away, away. Again, the poetess is trying to tell the children that by running all around, they will be cheerful and happy all throughout the day. By being happier, the children will be more successful in life. And here lies the importance of an active lifestyle for all of us. Why? The more emphasizing she's giving on running. Why? Because it is a very healthy exercise which keeps us very active. As you can see in this picture, why emphasis is given on running? Because running is a very healthy exercise. It makes all of us, not only children, but the bigger ones, the elders also, they feel energetic, and you get a energy in your body to do work. So running and playing, not indoors but outdoors, is a very healthy exercise. You can see how all the children are happy and playing very lively. So let us read this poem once more. Away from the city and into the sun, out to the country, run, run, run. Run in the raindrops, run beneath the trees, run little races with each little breeze. Run down the hillside, run up the lane, run through the meadow, then run back again. Run and be merry all through the day. Run to the country, away, away. By whom is this poem written? Mary Daunt. There are some new words. Let us read them. Raindrops, beneath, breeze, hillside, meadow, Mary. So now let us see what their meanings are. Meanings. The first one, country. Small settlement outside large urban areas. Second, raindrops. A droplet of rain. Third, beneath. Below something. Fourth, breeze. A gentle wind. Fifth, hillside. The sloping side of a hill. Sixth, meadow. A field with grass. 7. Merry. Cheerful, lively. Answer the following. Question 1. What does the poem tell us to do? Answer 1. The poet in the poem tells us to run throughout the day away from the city towards the countryside. I repeat, the poet in the poem tells us to run throughout the day away from the city towards the countryside. Question 2. Write about the places the poet wants us to run. Answer 2. The poet wants us to run towards the countryside, under the trees, down the hillside, up the street, through the meadows. I repeat, the poet wants us to run towards the countryside, under the trees, down the hillside, up the street, through the meadows. Question 3. Do you like to play and run about? Why? Answer 3. Yes, I like to play and run about because it keeps my body fit and healthy. I repeat, yes, I like to play and run about because it keeps my body fit and healthy. Question 4. Running is very good exercise. Name any 3 games that you play in which you have to run. Answer 4. The games in which we have to run and play are cricket, football, and basketball. I repeat, the games in which we have to run and play are cricket, football, and basketball. Question 5. When you run fast, what do you feel is happening to your body? Answer 5. When we run fast, our blood circulation, heartbeats increase, and our body also sweats. I repeat, when we run fast, our blood circulation, heartbeats increase, and our body also sweats. Some letters are missing in each word. Write double E or EA in each word. So there are 8 words given to us and we have to fill in with double E or EA. So can you guess, children, what is your first word? Right, it is trees. So there will be double E. Second one keyword, please, P-L-E-A-S-E. So come on now, let us do all the other words together. As we just said, the first one is T-R-E-E-S, trees. Second, P-L-E-A-S-E, please. Third, T-E-A-S-E, tease. Fourth, T-E-A-C-H, teach. Fifth, S-L-E-E-P, sleep. Next, B-E-E-P, beep. Seventh, F-E-E-T, feet. Eighth, M-E-E-T, meet. So children, all these textual exercises, you can do it in the text itself. Now add more words with double E and EA and put them inside these bubbles. So we need to write 3 more words with double E and EA. So come on, now let us write them. We start with double E. The first word is S-E-E-C. We are using double E. Next is F-L-E-E-T, fleet. It is a collective noun. A fleet of sheep. Right. Next, C-R-E-E-P, creep, is to crawl. Now we do the EA words. S-E-A-C, B-L-E-A-T, bleat. And the third one is E-A-T, eat. So now children, you can see 4 pictures. In the first picture, you can see few boys running. In the next, few boys are boating. In the third, they are pulling a rope. In the fourth, one boy is jumping a high jump. Then in the fifth picture, you can see, as just said, he's pulling the rope. Fourth picture, he's jumping. Then the fifth picture, a girl is diving. And in the last picture, there are few children who are swimming. So based on these pictures, we have to do the other activity in our textbook. The activity in the textbook is, for example, what is happening in the fifth picture? So the girl is diving into the water. Then the first question is, what is Mohan practicing in picture 4? Then what are Anil and his friends pulling in picture 3? Where are the boats racing in picture 2? So seeing that picture, we need to answer these questions. So now let us answer the questions. So your first question, what is Mohan practicing in picture 4? So when we saw the pictures, that boy was jumping over a rod. So what was he practicing? He is practicing high jump. In that picture, that boy is given a name, Mohan. So what is, we have to complete it with practicing high jump. The second one, what are Anil and his friends pulling in picture 3? When we saw the pictures, we saw the boys were pulling a rope. On 2 sides they were standing and they were pulling a rope. So we complete the sentence, they are pulling a rope. Third question, where are the boats racing in picture 2? We had seen that they are in the river and they are in a boat and they are racing. There are 2 boats and they are having a race. So boats are racing in the river. Fourth question, what are the boys doing in picture 1? And the fifth question, what are the girls doing in picture 6? So according to the picture, we write the answers. Your fourth one, what are the boys doing in picture 1? The boys are running in a race. There are 4 to 5 boys, they are running in a race. Fifth one, what are the girls doing in picture 6? What were they doing? They are swimming. The next exercise says, now make one more question for each picture. In the previous exercise, they had given us one question and we answered. Now we have to write one more question below those pictures. Write the questions in the space below each picture. Use how many, what are, where are, is, how, why to make our questions. So we have to start our questions with these how many, what are, where is, why, how, and we have to frame a new question below these pictures. Which were those pictures? Let us quickly see them. So the first picture was children are running. Second, there is a race of a boat and the boys are racing in a boat. Third picture, they are pulling a rope. Fourth, the boy is practicing high jump. So according to these pictures, let us frame some new questions and write them below these pictures in the space given. The first one, we can frame it by how many boys are practicing in the race, and then we put a question mark. Why question mark? Because we are asking a question. And how are we starting this question with? How many? The second one, what are the boys doing in the river? And last we put a question mark. The third one, why are the boys pulling the rope? We are asking questions, making new questions. Fourth one, what is the boy doing? So these are again another set of questions that we have prepared. Don't forget, children, to put a question mark at the end. The last two pictures was that the girl was diving, and in the sixth picture, few girls are swimming. So now let us frame new questions for these two pictures. The fifth question, why is the girl on the diving board? Diving board, you can see that blue color small plank there. That is from where she dives into the swimming pool. So why is she on that board? To dive. So that is the question. And the last one, how many girls are swimming? And we need to put a question mark. Children, I have forgotten to put a question mark, but you need to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Now I request you, children, that first you write the poem in your notebook, and then you can write the meanings and question answers in your English notebook. And whatever textual exercises that we have discussed in this video, you can do them in your textbook itself. And please, children, keep in mind to write neatly. So thank you and have a nice day.